Anyways, everybody, we also have some big changes happening at Marvel, and we got more stuff happening, and something happened before we came on here, too. But also, apparently, Kang is out. That's what everybody's talking about. Kang is out, and Pedro Pascal is going to be Reed Richards.
What?
That leads me to our featured story of the night. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to talk about Marvel just for a second here because now it's going on. We talked about last week about Dr. Doom, and I know it does this sometimes. I don't know why it does this. So I know you guys can still hear me, but I have the music playing. But we talked about Dr. Doom last week about how Marvel had this whole retreat, and they were talking about switching Dr. Doom out for Kang. Well, now they've been firing people for the Kang Dynasty. That's been a big thing. They've been leaving. But when you see that, it makes you wonder. So, of course, Jeff Loveless, he actually just loving this. He just kind of left, and he was the writer of this. So the writer took off from Kang Dynasty. He wrote Quantum Mania, and then he was going to write Kang Dynasty. So he was going to bring it all together and tie in all the Kang franchise moving forward for Marvel. Now he's gone. And then today, the director actually left too. So Destin Daniel Cretton just actually left too, and he was working on this as well with him, trying to build the Kang Dynasty up. So now he's gone. They're saying he's going to focus on Wonder Man because he's making that. He's also doing the Shang-Chi sequel, The Legend of the Ten Rings. So maybe he's going to focus on that. Also, that Wonder Man might be being canceled too. So who knows? But when you change the director and the writer, and they had all this thing saying, oh, we're probably going to be getting rid of Kang. And then you have the end of Loki, and if you watch the Loki, not to do too much spoilers, but I mean, the end of Loki really, you don't really need Kang anymore after the end of Loki. You really don't. So maybe it's something, and they said they changed that ending in post a little bit. That's what Tom Hiddleston said in in an interview this last week, that they changed the ending, and there was some special effects of it in post, and that makes me think that they knew they had a problem with again, they were saying that Jonathan Majors, of course, we have the lawsuit, we have that pending, we have the trial coming up, and on top of that also they said that the underperformance of Ant-Man Quantumania made them think that they should move forward from Kang with somebody else, and Dr. Doom is a huge part of Secret Wars. So, do they switch this now? They have new writers coming out, new directors. Is that why they're changing the whole thing to Dr. Doom? That's what it sounds like. That's what people are saying online. And I think Dr. Doom would be better. I mean, Kang is cool if you got Denzel Washington again. I'll say it. Put Denzel in there, older Kang, comes in there, kicks some ass, but that doesn't seem what's happening. It sounds like Dr. Doom's coming. And then today, before we were coming on live, they said that Pedro Pascal has been offered the role of Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic himself. Now, that just came out. He hasn't officially taken it, but apparently they're working out scheduling because since the strike, it's hard to try to figure out because he's got to go back to The Last of Us. You know, he's probably got some Mando VO he has to go, and that won't take him that long. And, you know, so he's got a busy schedule, though, too, but he has worked hand in hand with Disney, you know, with Star Wars, so maybe this is the person that moves forward. I mean, he seems age appropriate for it. But we've had so many different people, like Adam Driver been out there. Recently, Jake Gyllenhaal was apparently somebody that said it was offered it, and he turned it down. There have been a lot of people.
Wasn't he Magneto?
No, he was Mysterio.
Whatever.
Mysterio, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry.
But
I was going to say whatever, and I'm like, no, you're right.
But there's a lot of big changes happening at Marvel, and then, of course, this all came out in Variety when they were saying they had that retreat. And I heard an interview with Kevin Feige being like, no, it's not, that's not 100% true, but, I mean, they're not going to come out and say that. They're just not going to do that. So, and if you see these changes happening with the writers and the directors, and then you hear about this casting stuff, it sounds like we're going towards Dr. Doom. It just does. It makes sense. You got Fantastic Four coming. You're doing the first family. Do them right. Don't do them dirty. So I'm going to go to Kyle on this first, because I know Kyle loves comic book stuff too. But Kyle, do you think that Kang should be the big bad moving forward, or does this make sense that redirect going to Dr. Doom? And when you do that, of course, Fantastic Four comes into play. So do you see Pedro Pascal being a Reed Richards? What do you think?
Oh, man. Well, I'll start with the Kang and Dr. Doom. First of all, I think they're both great characters. And I think, I know Quantumania had this huge backlash and everything, but when I saw Quantumania and Kang doing his thing, I was like, yes, we finally have the BBEG, the big bad evil guy who's going to kind of like move this series forward. And I got a bit hyped for it. And then all his shit came out, and, you know, you have this huge company, you have Marvel, Disney, this huge company that they've been kind of sitting on it. Like, they haven't really said too much about the whole Jonathan Majors thing, at least not that I've heard.
Not much.
But they really have to figure out, okay, if this all goes south at trial, like, we can't be stuck in the middle of the Kang arc, like, continuing forward. We actually have to figure out another way. So I can understand how they're going to transition over to somebody. In the comics, Dr. Doom and Kang actually have a connection, so they might be able to do something with that. I'm just really nervous that I'm just really nervous that they're going to rush the best Marvel villain ever. That they're going to take Dr. Doom and they're going to be like, all right, let's shoehorn him in, and we're just going to get this kind of half-assed Dr. Doom, like that they haven't prepped up. Thanos had years to prep up as this big bad evil guy, and they're just going to like shove Dr. Doom in there, arguably the best Marvel villain ever, and they're just going to shoot him in there really quick. Oh, that makes me a bit nervous. But on the other hand, he's awesome. I want to see him on screen. No Marvel fan doesn't want to see Dr. Doom on screen, so we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, I saw the Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, which seems super cool. I'm down for that. I get a little nervous about the age difference. He's 48. Miss Kirby, who's Storm, is 35. Is that going to be a weird thing? If people are going to be grossed out by that? I don't know. That makes me a little nervous, but I think those two are fantastic actors, and I'm excited to see what they put into Marvel's first family. So,
yeah, because Kirby was announced before that she was doing it, right? So Vanessa Kirby already said she was in a Beast Who Storm, so we got to put them together and be like, does this work? Right. And people might be a little weird about it. They might be, but Paige, they're both great actors. They're both great actors. So
yep. And in the comics, I mean, Reed Richards always seemed a bit older. He had the white on his temples and everything, so maybe it'll fit in perfectly. I don't know, but I just hope it translates well to on screen.
Yeah, it's crazy though. I read that, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Reed Richards. It took me out of left field because I didn't expect him to be the person they would settle with. And I said this to be more comedy. I heard more and more recently. And you're right, Dr. Doom is a huge character, and he's huge for Secret Wars. I was almost surprised that he wasn't from day one supposed to be the villain. They did this whole Kang thing, but again, they went that route. Whatever they saw before, it could be rushed. It could be rushed. We have time though. We have a lot of movies. If they throw them in Fantastic Four, establish him in there, establish him maybe in a TV show somewhere, pops in, and then you bring him into Kang Dynasty, and then maybe they're calling it Doom Dynasty. People online now, like Doom Dynasty's coming, you know. And I was like, that's kind of cool.
I don't think they had the rights to Fantastic Four and by association Dr. Doom when they started kind of this phase 2. So like, because they were prepping for it, you know, you got to prep for phase 2 before phase 1 finishes. So they probably hadn't even bought that from was it Fox that had it? They probably haven't even bought that IP yet from them, so they couldn't do Dr. Doom. So they had planned out Kang, and now they can change it because they own the Dr. Doom property. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Really?
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, I'm gonna refresh.
Yeah, you're gone, Sabrina. What happened to Sabrina?
It says reload site. I don't know.
But yeah, it makes me nervous.
Fuck off, Kyle.
You feel the love. You feel the love.
Day one, fuck off.
But yeah, I feel you though. I really do feel you, and I think that, you know, they probably didn't have the rights at that point, and so they did the whole King thing, and now they can go into Dr. Doom, and it's huge, and it's a big villain. So I think they're gonna just go balls to the walls, full with this, and that's what's gonna be. Mike, what do you think? You hear about this? First of all, do you see, what do they call him? Thirsty Pedro Pascal? Is that what they call him?
Daddy
Pascal. What do they call him online?
Thirsty Daddy Pedro.
No, it's not thirsty. He's fucking. Oh my god.
Do you see
so creepy.
Daddy?
So creepy.
Richards? And
am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, we got you.
And do you think that Doom is the new bad guy moving forward? I think that makes sense. When they fired the writer, or they didn't really fire, they said they left, and then the director left. So do you think that is writing on the wall that we're getting Doom as opposed to Kang?
That's a good question, Brian. You heard that it's that they're leaning more into the comedic?
Yeah, I heard that too. And there's also, everybody wants Cillian Murphy to be Doom too. That's why I have some pictures right now of Cillian Murphy. Mm-hmm. People have been saying that he should be Doom. And I'm like, that's not official, but they've been asking him in interviews too, would he play Doom? And he said yes, but I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I was watching just yesterday some YouTube nonsense, just a breakdown of the Marvelization of cinema and how they kind of hamstring themselves at every turn by attempting to make giant epic story pieces, and then undercutting it with comedy, which I think can be used to heighten drama in certain circumstances, but also if you just throw it in as like an ironic meta awareness at every turn is maybe antithetical to the goals that you're trying to reach. This is all by means to say that I don't have any great insight into who Dr. Doom is as a character. My only commentary would be in terms of, Disney saying that, okay, we can't handle Jonathan Majors anymore. Kyle, I want to holler at you to say, like, I wish that it would have been me and not Sean that wasn't here tonight, because you and Sean would have been able to just like sideline this into some great stuff. He wants to do some additional Patreon content that's comic related. So if you're ever interested in that, tune in for a Sean episode, and I'm sure you and he and me as a novice. I mean, I like stuff, but I'm not.
I like stuff.
I'm not nearly
I love things.
knowledgeable.
How about that thirsty daddy? Do you want him as Reed Richards?
Thank you. Thanks for bringing me back to the thread, Brian.
Bringing it back around.
I love a good thirsty daddy. So Pedro, yeah, why not? I like who else did you cast as Dr. Doom? You liked Cillian Murphy?
Not today, player. Not today.
Okay.
Is that in regards to Cillian Murphy, Pepe, or?
Apparently, Cillian Murphy is not up for that.
Cillian Murphy is what people have been asking.
Oh, well, apparently.
Oh, okay. That's just
Google searches.
That's just online casting,
online banter. Yeah, people want to see him be Dr. Doom.
Oppenheimer as Dr. Doom.
I think
No.
We lose everybody?
I just muted it for a second because the dog just went nuts for a second. All out of me. But continue, Mike.
No, I think that I can see what they were going for in Pedro Pascal. He's got that certain, like, he can look at the universe and just kind of say no, like you see that in his face, or I do at any rate. I could see it a little bit, but I don't know about anything about this Dr. Doom character. Although, like, do you think that they're blowing their wad early on this, Kyle? Like, just switching over to it rather than giving it the kind of build-up that Thanos had?
I think there's the real potential of that happening. But yeah, if you're going into Secret Wars, like if you're doing anything like the comics, Doom is a major part of that. Like, you have to introduce that character. So I think every Marvel fan wants to see Dr. Doom. I'm just getting nervous that he wasn't. We didn't have that plan, so now we're gonna get him in there. So, but blowing their load. I mean, you look at the Thanos, the Infinity Saga trilogy. That was like one of the biggest stories that ever happened in Marvel history. So you use that as your first story. They kind of already blew their load. So right. It's just part with the course,
Do you think that Cillian Murphy could be a good Dr. Doom?
I think he's got some good gravitas. You need somebody. It's actually funny that we're talking about Pedro Pascal and Dr. Doom, because whoever plays Dr. Doom is going to be behind a mask almost the entire time, or if they do it right. So, you got Pedro Pascal, who's been doing The Mandalorian behind a mask for who knows how long.
He doesn't even have to show up to set.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to show up to set or anything. He goes to the sound booth in his PJs and just records. In his daddy PJs.
Oh my God! Stop hating on Pedro Pascal. Jesus Christ!
Think of it. I think I would make a great Dr. Doom, Brian. You got a good point there.
There you go.
Maybe Pedro Pascal can play both of them. He can play Mr. Fantastic and then put on a mask and play Dr. Doom.
I think there's a possibility. Twofer. Sabrina, are you that passionate about this? Do you think that Daddy Pascal is the man for the job? And do you think that Dr. Doom is going to happen based off them, changing the whole team for the actual Kang Dynasty moving forward?
Well, first of all, like what Kyle just said, Dr. Doom is going to be behind a metal mask. So I'm going to vote Brendan Fraser from Doom Patrol, because he was pretty fucking badass as the brain. So I'm kind of into that, since that's what we're looking at here. I'm kind of weirded out by Pedro Pascal, honestly, as Mr. Fantastic, right? Isn't he Mr. Fantastic? Like, he's Mr. Fantastic. Like, he just seems, and I don't know. He doesn't seem as clean cut. He doesn't seem like the right age. I know that you said, like, whatever in the comics, like, he's older, but like in any Fantastic Four thing we've seen, It's definitely skewed a lot fucking younger. Like, I mean, the oldest person in the last group of 4 people was Michael Chiklis, which, you know, obviously weird casting choice there, but
He's a rock creature most of the time anyway.
whatever, but he's also still Michael Chiklis, and he was way older than all the other people in the fucking movie. Like, it just seems old. Like they were looking at Adam Driver. He's 10 years younger than Pedro Pascal. John Krasinski was like 5 years younger or 4 years younger than Pedro Pascal. But I feel like it seems like odd and disjointed. I love Pedro Pascal. I'm down for it. I'm 100% down for it. Richard Tracy, Pedro Pascal, more suited to play Dr. Doom. Sure, I'm into that. But I'm still going to vote Brendan Fraser. Like, I think we should get on board with him. He was really good at, you know, voiceovering that mechanical thing that his stand-in did the whole time. So good job, stand-in. Let's give them more jobs. I don't know. I feel like the Fantastic Four is a twice failed franchise, and I'm not really looking for more of it, to be perfectly honest. So Pedro Pascal might put my ass in a seat. I don't know. It's like I don't need to see something that's already sucked multiple times. I'm kind of good on it. So the Dr. Doom thing, fine. Like replacing him with Kang or replacing Kang with him, like because it's better, fine. I'm fine with that. But the Fantastic Four, I have zero interest. Honestly, I'm not excited and I'm not looking forward to it. Will I go see it? Probably. But it's not something that I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait for that. Like fucking Deadpool. Like when that shit is out, I will be there day fucking one.
Hey, everybody's excited about Deadpool.
I'm not everyone. I'm not everyone. I am excited about Deadpool. I'm not excited about Fantastic Four, which, by the way, as Zach said, fantastically failed 2 times.
Yes, but now Marvel has
Kinda
the reins, so now hopefully they can make it great.
Oh, should we make it great again?
I'm saying make it great. It never was great from the get-go.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
On film.
Something has to be great in order for it to be great.
It was all right. The first one was all right. The second one
No, they were all terrible, dude.
The Silver Surfer. I still enjoy it, but it's not the best, you know?
Yeah, I can't get behind these arguments because there was a Captain America movie a long time ago, and if you ever saw that, that was crap. And then the Captain America Chris Evans
Twice failed.
was pretty good.
Twice failed.
There you go.
No, those are good. The Captain America movie.
Twice, not once. Twice.
You're talking about Fantastic Four. Yes, I know,
All
but
about the creative team.
hey,
All about
that
the creative
80s
team.
period
There's so many
piece though.
movies that have been made and then are shitty, and then
Or maybe we just do something fucking new. Please and thank you.
This is new for them. Fantastic Four is new for them.
Fantastic Four is not new for anyone. We've all seen it. We've been there. Jessica Alba, someone said the only reason why, I think it was Richard Tracy, only reason why I watched it was Jessica Alba, along with the rest of America. Who doesn't want to see her in a bikini? Hello. The rest of it was crap. It was just crap. Like, I don't know why you're shoveling shit at me and expecting me to give a fuck about it all of a sudden. Like, it's not gonna be great.
I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to be good, Serena. I'm going against you here. Right, Kyle?
Please do. I love when people go against me.
Casting here for Fantastic
Because you will
Four.
fucking lose.
The Secret Wars is a great
Plus, like, who goes to see the original Fantastic Four for Jessica Alba in a bikini? She's Invisible Woman. You can't see her.
That's true.
Not the original, the second, but also she also was in a bikini for a lot of the movie.
They could do a Doom solo film.
She's only invisible when she fucking puts her powers on. That's like saying, like, don't go see Tony Stark for being Iron Man because he's only in the suit sometimes. He's also another fucking person, Tony Stark, who's invisible all the time, not in a suit.
I'm just saying.
Peter Parker is also fucking Spider-Man. So fuck off with your fucking dumb rationale, buddy. Welcome to Cruise Control.
I think it's gonna be great. Honestly, we're getting Dr. Doom, and I think this is gonna. I think there's real stuff here. There's real actual.
Really?
Shit
Wait, did he
happening.
have rubber ear? Why would he have rubber ears?
Oh, is that the 80s one?
That original Captain America was.
But why did he have rubber ears? To go outside of the helmet?
If you haven't seen
what
it,
would
check
be the
it out,
point
everybody.
of that?
It's something.
No, don't check it out. It sounds like a shit show.
Don't
give people bad advice, Brian. I don't put my name behind any of that. Don't do it.
I'm just saying it's interesting.
Sign off. Rubber ears, I'm out. Unless it's like...
Google suggests Captain America rubber duck before rubber ears. Here we go.
Somebody in the comments is also saying they saw the Fantastic Four that never even made it to theaters way back.
Oh,
when.
right. That's Roger Corman. They made that in like
3 times failed.
1990,
So 3 times failed?
Hang on to the rights, right?
That happens.
Amazing. Great. Can't wait to see this piece of shit.
Happens all the time. But everybody, I think there's some truth to this. Dr. Doom taking over for Kang. They haven't made the official announcement, but they're changing the whole movie. They pushed it, so I think that there's probably some fact here. We'll have to wait and see. And honestly,
Amen, Zach.
We might have
Amen.
Pedro Daddy Pascal here to be our Reed Richards if he takes the deal. We'll find out very soon.
Wait, really
So,
quick,
what?
Queen said the thing is her favorite character. That's supposed to be what's his nuts from Hamilton, Daveed Diggs, right?
Daveed Diggs, yeah,
I'm
Daveed
super
Diggs.
behind that casting choice, by the way.
Yeah, he
super
was
behind it.
But he inside. I mean, those were the ongoing.
Oh, that's what they want. That's what they were looking
well, he
for.
was
I don't know.
negotiating, but he never like the non-official thing that he signed it. But that was the last person that was supposed to be up for it, and apparently they kept going back to him. So he might be the thing.
I'm into
Official
that.
casting's supposed to come on.
If
any
you
day
have
now.
Pedro Pascal and Daveed Diggs and Vanessa Kirby, I will go watch it. I will also really, really hope it's not a piece of shit like the rest of them.
But it's happening. It's coming. And they said, Shackman said, the director said that he's going to be releasing.
Matt Shackman?
He's directing the Fantastic Four.
He really is?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love him.
He was saying that they're going to have the casting coming out after the strikes are done. Strikes are done. We'll be getting all the official news very
I
soon.
didn't know
So that's
that.
why
Now I
think
feel
Pedro
bad.
Pascal will be the actual Mr. Fantastic. And I think that Doom is coming. And it's only a matter of time, everybody. Get ready. I think Kang's done.
Brendan Fraser for Doom is my new hashtag. It's the new Brendan Fraser. How do you say his name right? Fraser. Brendan Fraser for Dr. Doom. That's my new hashtag. Also, real quick, I'm sorry, Matt Shackman. I love you. You directed me on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You're an amazing human being. You did a great job with WandaVision. I'm sorry I shit on your movie. Now I will definitely go. Okay, I'm in. Sorry, I apologize. I'm looking forward to it too, Queen. Sorry, I fucked up. I made a mistake. I'm walking it back, everyone. I'm in. I didn't know Matt Shackman was attached. You got Matt Shackman, Pedro Pascal, fucking Vanessa Kirby, and Daveed Diggs. I'm in. Also, 3 times failed franchise. Just throwing that out there. Love you guys.
King is done.